So I think we'll start with the button. I think that's the easiest one.
Absolutely.
So on here, this happens quite often because we like to think that we're a little skinnier than we actually are. And your
Present
button,
company not included.
or if you're like me today, you just lose buttons randomly. So it's more likely that your pants buttons are going to just pop off. So to do this, when you're putting your thread on the needle, you're gonna get a pack of needles, and they'll have all kinds of different eyes on them. And you just find one that goes with kind of the thread you're using. And you kind of want a polyester thread. That's kind of getting a little bit more technical. If you find a new thread, get the new thread.
That's what's going to work, yeah.
And whatever eye the thread's going to go through, that's what you want to use. We kind of double it. I always double my thread, and that just gives you a little bit of stronger, and then you knot it at the end. So that just gives you a place where your thread will stop when you're starting your sewing project. We're going to find the place where the button was. There's usually going to be a little extra thread in there, and you can either cut that out or it'll just pull out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are going to kind
Gives
of
you an idea of where it goes.
That's exactly right. We'll kind of find out where that button kind of goes, and then we're going to just kind of put an initial needle in, and then we'll kind of tuck the button onto there. And so we'll thread that through, and then you want to go to the opposite side of the button if it's a 4 button. If you have something like a 2 button, like this one, you're just going to go
Back
through
and
the
forth.
back and forth.
Right.
If you have a single button, these ones are a little bit trickier, and you're going to have to go around in kind of a circle.
Sure.
So we're going to thread that through there, and then we're going to come up, once we've done the opposite side, we're going to try to come up through here. When you're looking at the back of this, you're just trying to kind of hit always the same type of area, and you'll find where your button is. It might take you a couple pokes, but eventually you'll find
get
it.
there. That's what the thimble's for.
That's right. And then you're going to place the thread through the opposite side again, and I would do this 2 to 3 times.
Sure.
Through each. I would go, and then I'd start at the first one again and go through. I'll go
Just to make sure that it's
just
tight
secure.
and it's gonna keep it on there.
And I wouldn't worry unless it's something where you're going to see the back of it, and there's not very much out there where you're going to see the back of where your button is. I wouldn't worry about what the back looks like and how far apart maybe your button, your stitches and everything. This is a repair. It's not it's not.
It doesn't have to be professional.
That's
looking.
right.
That's right.
When we're ready and we've gone through and we think that button's nice and secure on there, you'll be able to tell. You won't be able to turn it very well.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to kind of thread it through the back. So you might find one of your stitches on the back, and you're going to kind of thread under the stitches. You'll pull the thread a little bit through, and then you're just going to knot through the other way, right through your thread.
Great tip.
And you might do that twice, just to make sure. And when you're using a button like these, with just the single hole, you want to get that, you might even try to get that knot right into the hole.
Yeah.
Just so that button's not going to move. And that's something that you don't actually see when you get a manufactured thing, and that's why your buttons are falling off. So that's a button repair. We've got that all knotted now. We're going to get our little fancy scissors here, and we're just going to snip the back of that thread off, and that's it.
Perfect.
And your button's ready to go again. And maybe I can get my husband dressed a little nicer. All right.